You're honestly better off selecting a world based on the intruder.
So the protagonist should be this girl?
It'll cause the world to be fixed to one path.
Is that so? That certainly sounds like something he would consider. Fine then, if that's what you suggest I do.
Hello homies, welcome to the video, and today we take a special deep dive into the strength of one of the most iconic characters in the Fate Stay Night series, Rin Tohsaka. In this video, we'll explore what makes Rin such a formidable and intriguing character. So without further ado, let's get cooking. Heir to the Tohsaka mage family, Rin Tohsaka and her little sister Sakura were raised by their father Tokuyomi and mother Aoi. 1 year before the Fourth Holy Grail War would begin, Tokuyomi sent Sakura off to live with the Mato mage family, as Tokuyomi viewed her youngest daughter as a spare and only wanted Rin to inherit the family's magic crest. Rin worked tirelessly to practice and perfect her jewel Magecraft in her father's workshop at the Tohsaka estate. When the Fourth Holy Grail War is about to begin, Tokuyomi moves Rin and Aoi out of the city for their safety. Sadly, this would be the last time Rin would hear from her father again, as during the midst of the Holy Grail War, Tokuyomi is betrayed and killed by his very own pupil, it being Kirei Kotomine. Soon after, Rin's mother is strangled by Kariya Mato, leaving her mentally and physically inhibited. After the conclusion of the Fourth Holy Grail War, she attended the funeral of her father Tokuyomi and was given the Azoth dagger from Kirei, the same weapon he murdered Tokuyomi with. Rin's mother would die not long after the war. As a result, Rin would be raised by Kirei as her guardian. Rin was the last surviving member of the Tohsakas. However, Rin did not give in and pursued her craft while still maintaining her human compassion. Perhaps it was for the better that she didn't develop the mindset or lifestyle of her father. Rin's power, even without taking her gems into account, is nothing to sneeze at, as we see in the epilogue of Unlimited Blade Works anime. Just from her raw speed and strikes, she tears the ground apart when she spars with Luvia Edefeld. Feats like this are impressive because Luvia's strength has been compared to a forklift, and in Prisma Ilia, both of them got into a petty squabble and destroyed an auditorium in the clock tower. Let us not forget when she closed the distance with Caster Medea. She gave her a massive beatdown with her Chinese Kempo-based strengthening Magecraft fighting style. Speaking of Medea, in Prisma Ilia, her lesser counterpart Black Medea's power was compared to that of a fortress, and her best magical circle would destroy the entire mirror world. Now, the size of the mirror world is not directly stated. The wiki says that the mirror dimension extends into a few kilometers in radius, and Rin stated in the manga that if the cards were abused, they could destroy the town or maybe even the city via Ilia's remarks. So, if we estimate the mirror dimension extends to the size of Fuyuki City, which has been calculated to be 14,428.656 meters in diameter. As a result, the energy required to destroy the city would be around 30.2 megatons of TNT. Now, we shall take Rin's best gems, which I will dub her super gems for the sake of the video. They have over 10 years worth of magical energy stored within them and are on the level of A rank magic. 4 of these super gems were able to take a life from Heracles. Now, to keep things short, Heracles possesses an ability called God Hand that provides him with 12 extra lives and protects him from attacks that are B rank or lower. To get past this, you would need a powerful A rank attack. If we were to scale Rin's 4 super gems to other A rank attacks like Paul Bunyan's marvelous exploits, which in her large size was stated to devastate the entirety of the Rocky Mountains, which would require 79.9 gigatons worth of TNT. Now, figuring out the speed of Rin is a lot simpler to figure out in comparison to her strength. Her movement speed has been perceived as a blur, and she's been compared speed-wise to servants like Saber Artoria and Lancer Ku Cullen. This is important since Saber has dodged lightning strikes from Medea, and Ku was able to blitz Archer Emiya, which could dodge Medea's Rain of Light spell. For further evidence, Mash Kyrielite was seen dodging lasers during training, and even Rin herself was shown reacting towards Medea's magical light beams, giving Rin light speed reaction time and subsonic travel speed. Despite her small frame, not counting her legs of course, Rin has shown herself to be very self-resilient. Of course, there are feats up to the small building level of durability, as it would naturally scale to her lower end attack feats. For example, she was getting a suplex by Alluvia or zapped by the Einsburn trap. Her more miscellaneous endurance feats include powering through the Grell Mud, which Rin stated is worse than walking through fire, having her stomach torn open, and most impressively, surviving getting crushed in the torso by the grip of Heracles by hiding a gem under her shirt, who was stated to be able to destroy a mountain. All of these physical showings would be impossible if it weren't for Rin Tohsaka's specs as a mage. She is considered an average one, a mage that can utilize the 5 great elements, which explains her talent with dual Magecraft, and her family specialty on the conversion of power, focusing your magical energy into other objects or people. Rin has shown to have a strategic and resourceful mind, as in her fights with servants and mages alike. She has made on-the-spot calculations and performed neurosurgery to help Shinji escape from the Lesser Grail. Even as a child, she was capable enough to track down and save her classmates who were being abducted by Ryunosuke, and then were going to be slaughtered. Nasu, the creator of the Fate Stay Night visual novel, stated that in the future, Rin would rank amongst the top 100 magi in the Clock Tower, rivaling the likes of Ciel, another top-tier character in the Nasu-verse. Rin has stated that she knows the popular spells and has a basic understanding of all things magi, but let us go over her go-to spells and powerful items. As the aforementioned 20 super gems, which are A rank, her other gems can act as a flashbang, freeze the target, manipulate electricity, set off incendiary explosions, and even restrict the target's movement. Her pendant can bring someone back from the verge of death. Her magic crest can provide generations worth of Magecraft knowledge. She even developed 2 spells by herself in the adventures of Lord Elmaloy. Pseudo Eldestine, a projection of 5 temporary gems, preloaded with Rin spells that can analyze the enemy's attacks and respond with the most appropriate elemental attack, and a replica of Royal Ias, a magical defense utilized by Archer Emiya, which was able to defend against Saber Alter's Noble Phantasm Excalibur Morgan. Uncovered via the dimensional box in Hollow Ataraxia, or given to her by her master in Prisma Ilia, the Kaleidostic Ruby is a powerful mystic code created by Zelrich, which utilizes the second true magic Kaleidoscope. It can produce magical blasts of massive destruction. It can even protect the user from city-busting attacks, as both Luvia and Rin survived the blast from Black Saber. However, her most impressive weapon out of all of them is the replica of the Jeweled Sword of Zelrich, attained in Heaven's Field. This weapon allowed Rin to go toe-to-toe with Dark Sakura's Shadow Giants, whose powers were compared to a Noble Phantasm. Which makes sense since the Jeweled Sword was compared to Excalibur itself, and housed a singularity by drawing upon mana from infinite parallel worlds. For one final calculation, the power of the Noble Phantasm Excalibur has been scaled towards Fafnir destroying all of New Orleans, which would require 2.9 teratons of TNT to destroy. And as a side note, Rin stated that she could provide Saber with the magical energy for 2 Excalibur blasts. As we conclude our exploration, Rin Tohsaka's conservative estimates would be her attack potency would be wall level to small building level, speed would be subsonic plus, and durability would be small building level. With her best gear, she easily scales to from city level to large island level plus, and small country level with the jewel sword. Speed-wise, she would be faster than light, and durability with max defenses would cap out at city level. That's all for today's video, homies. Hope you enjoyed this deep dive into why Rin Tohsaka is best girl. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments who you'd like me to explore next. Until next time, keep on creating. See you around.